People are calling this the best product video of all time. We like it too. It's not us that's calling it that, no. It's everyone else. Well, if Kitesurfing magazine say so, then it must be true. Let's go and have a look.
After much anticipation, the legendary, the famous, the infamous, the RPM is here.
Whoa. All right. This is not the RPM. This is the new RPM.
Okay, Fox, you're right. Here it is, the all-new 2019 RPM. The RPM has a long legacy of winning awards and accolades, and setting trends and styles. Basically, the RPM has always served as the benchmark for the performance riding of the times, even though today's performance riding style looks a bit more like this.
What? Underpowered megaloops?
Use pulleys to give the kite more structural stability and dynamic steering. We then changed to the bungee IRS system to give a more direct feel and a smoother power delivery as the...
Tell you what, I always get message Sam Light's vlogs because people want me to be horrible about them. I know that's why they do it, yeah. But I don't want to be nasty to Sam Light because I actually respect him, basically. Whereas Kai, his vlogs are just so shit, someone needed to say something.
Thanks, Sam. This is Carlos Mario, better known as Bebe. He is a three-time world champion. He is also the Air Games world champion. Well, here he is to tell you all about the new RPM and how it works for him.
O novo RPM é kite maravilhoso, puxa bastante, a gente vai muito alto, o kite loop é muito bom, gira bastante rápido, o movimento é bastante rápido e sustenta bastante no ar. Eu amo RPMs.
Well...
I don't really understand the joke. Is it the joke that he speaks Portuguese? Must be the same thing in Brazil, innit? They must just sit around watching TV and when something English comes on, just fucking lose the plot.
No ar. Eu amo RPMs.
Well...
There's a lot of quite not funny jokes in this. I'm just not sure why they're trying to make jokes. Just tell us about the new kite. See, this is what happens when people don't tell you that you're not funny. It's a big problem. You need to be told if you're not funny. Otherwise you end up making videos like this.
There you have it.
No, they don't have it. You gotta tell them about the modified OpenSea canopy profile. This isn't an Instagram video. We aren't paying you by the second.
We decreased the OpenSea arc.
I wonder how many takes that took for him to just nail that tonally.
No, they don't have it. You gotta tell them.
No, they don't have it. Act more annoyed, Alex. Okay. No, they don't have it. Tell them more about the... Yeah, it's not Instagram.
This isn't an Instagram video.
Look, you can tell he's using a ring light. That's what the beauty vloggers use. I would have had more respect for it if it was off the cuff, but they've set up a light and shit. So they've obviously done a few takes of it, and it's still horrible, which is...
We decreased the OpenSea arc of the RPM in favor of a fuller and deeper sea.
I'm not an aerodynamic genius, yeah, but I've always thought that the more open sea it is, the better it is for hang time. Purely because it's just more canopy open in it, so it can hold more air, less aggressive, less sea, like less of a massive yank, but more floaty. So they've theoretically tried to make a big air kite by making it less floaty.
This is a significant change to the kite. On the beach, it'll look about the same, but in the air, riders will see and feel the difference right away. This difference in shape has a big impact on performance.
Looks like I've got a full-on mullet at the moment, doesn't it? It's quite a good look. I'm trying to exaggerate it, I think.
The new combination
got any straighteners,
of flyline
Jace?
bridle and modified OpenSea
That
canopy
is epic.
give the RPM.
Look at that, they've cropped that to make it seem higher. If they still had the horizon in, that would be just shit. Like, they'd be like, we can't put that in. That was lame. That's why you film in 6K, mate. So you can crop the living shit out of it if you need to. Alex, what are you up to? That's called an ironic grab, where you're pretending to take the piss, but actually you're dead serious. It's horrible. So basically they've tuned the RPM to be a big air kite, but they've taken it to a freestyle spot and done real underpowered kite loops for the advert. I think they're losing the plot over a slingshot. So, to be brutally honest, I think maybe this is a good change for the RPM, because I've always thought it was a bit shit. And I think that mostly because, like, they've always called it an epic freestyle kite, but it's not a sea kite, so it's not that good, is it? It's still horrible to unhook on because it's got a fucking shit bridle, and you just can't feel how much power you've got, and it just doesn't slack like it should. And the other thing I never liked about it was how shit it was at boosting. Like, I could not make it go. I rode it for like 2 years, and I remember just being like, maybe big air is not for me. Maybe I'm not ridiculously talented and gonna be the next big thing. And then I rode other kites, and I was just like, pfft, as if I doubted myself. Anyway, yeah, so it was always shit for boosting. And there's loads of you watching this right now, although there aren't that. There's people watching this right now that are like, no, I've seen Yuri Zoom jump over a fucking country on it. And I've seen Bebe go fucking humongous as well. You could put Bebe on a fucking soggy paper bag and he would still be really good. They're just trying to jump on this fucking big air board off sort of bandwagon, aren't they? And it's pretty shameful. I really rate Slingshot. I've always thought they made the best looking kites and they were like the cool brand or whatever, but they have done some pretty fucking unacceptable things over the years. Like putting the bridle on the fuel, that was appalling. And then putting Bebe doing fucking board offs in the RPM advert. I will say that their kites are really well made. Like, I think they're the best made. The fucking split strut thing makes total sense, doesn't it? The way they got stitching on both sides, that's mint. And everything just feels well durable. The bar is a sort of thing that like the Terminator might have used. The lines are like well thick, they're like noodles. The fuel will always have a place in my heart. That is the coolest kite on the market. By a mile. The coolest looking, the coolest like history and heritage. If someone's riding a fuel, they know what they're fucking doing, basically. You will never get a kook on a fuel unless someone has been horrible to them and sold it to a beginner or something on Facebook Marketplace. Sam and Bebe make a sick team, don't they? It's annoying that the sport has all like been tightening up a bit video-wise. There's just obviously a lot less money around for videos than there used to be. Because Slingshot used to pump out sick videos, especially when Sam Light first joined them. What did they do? They did the Gorge and some other ones. Him and Alex did loads of sick ones together. And now that's slowed right down. And the fact that we've only had a few of Bebe is criminal. Like, the world needs more Bebe videos. I don't know why we're not just inundated with them. He's so fucking good. He's so much better than anyone else in the world at kiting, freestyle kiting. Like, he just makes people look like fucking dicks. Really, he does. That's maybe why, because they're like, he's gonna make Sam Light look like an idiot if we put that up. So yeah, that's Slingshot for you. Let's move on.